Hey, this is Jeff Corrett. Today I'm going to be talking about why I think Reviewbrah is so popular. Reviewbrah, if you don't know, he's a guy who is making mostly fast food reviews, and he's got 1.64 million subscribers on YouTube. He's doing very well. Many of his videos have been in the millions of views. So let's hop into the top 5 reasons why I think Reviewbrah has been so successful. And if you want to check this guy out, you'll see a link in my description to his channel, and go check him out. So, you know, he's got kind of a. I wasn't sure. I just discovered this channel about a week ago, and I wasn't sure whether or not it was like a comedy channel or what. He dresses in kind of an old-fashioned way, like the suits maybe your dad used to wear or something like that. Oversized ties, kind of oversized, kind of bunchy, almost baggy suits. And it's like, okay, that's kind of funny. But I don't really think it's a comedy channel. Although, he does try to get some jokes in there here and there, but I don't think it's a comedy channel per se. So he's just kind of, providing value, I think. So let's get into number 1. I think one of the things that he's doing right is that he is brand friendly. So, kids can watch him, and I think a lot of kids are watching him. And in fact, I think he got to start when he was like a teenager. So he's a teenager, he's young, but he's brand friendly. So when you start using adult language or talking about adult concepts, that I think that limits your viewership a lot on YouTube. So I think the fact that he's brand friendly is just something that's helping expose him to the huge audience on YouTube that is kids who can watch his stuff without, when restricted mode, right? If restricted mode is on, which many parents like me have on, you want your stuff to be able to be seen. All right, so I think the fact that he shows his face is good. When you see a review channel and it's just kind of the product, you don't really know who it is. You kind of don't get that personal connection. I think people's eyes, seeing someone's eyes helps you kind of relate to them. It almost feels like you're talking to a person or just kind of listening to them in person. So I think the fact that he shows his face is kind of a simple yet effective thing that he's doing. All right, number 3. He reviews things that people can acquire in their own local neighborhood. So he's doing fast food reviews mostly, so people can go literally buy that thing the very same day. So it's not like some kind of like obscure product no one can get. He's reviewing things that people can go grab like that day or like right after they see the video. So that's kind of cool. All right, so one thing I noticed he's doing, he's got these kind of low effort thumbnails, and they seem to be really effective. So what he does is, at some point in the video, he just holds up the item. Let's just say he's reviewing a mouse, and he goes like this. And then he just screenshots that, and that's his thumbnail. He's not sitting there designing a super fancy thumbnail with all these words and stuff like that. And maybe that would help him a little bit, but his strategy is very simple. Hold up the item, smile, screenshot, done. And that's just one of those things that, you can really get lost with creating your thumbnail. You can spend 30 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours. I've heard of people spending hours on a thumbnail. So it's just one of those things like, what allowed him to be one of his things that he's done is just be consistent, and one of the things that allowed him to be consistent seems to be just quick, low effort thumbnails, and that seems to work for him very well. So obviously you don't need to spend hours and hours on a thumbnail if you don't really need to, right? And then number 5. All right, so this is key, I think, for getting found, at least in the early days. And to be fair, I haven't really dug super deep on his channel, but I did go a couple years back, and he seems to be mostly going after all new or limited time items, and his strategy is to be one of the first, or the first to review it. So when we talk about, like, let's just say you were going to do a review of the Big Mac at McDonald's. You can imagine there's probably hundreds of other people who have reviewed the Big Mac, but if McDonald's, hey, they're doing like a Halloween Big Mac or something like that, something crazy, and you were the first one, well then that particular review segment has not yet been saturated. So that might be a good one to go after. And he's built his entire channel and now his career by going after what seems to be mostly limited time items and brand new items that are available at fast food restaurants. So those individual keyword and SEO, those keywords aren't saturated yet with other reviews, so he can more easily get to the top, getting him found and getting him obviously all the success most people dream of on YouTube. So that's pretty awesome. So keep it going, Reviewbrah. I think you're doing cool stuff, and yeah, that's my thoughts on why you are so successful. Any other thoughts, let me know. If you enjoyed the video, please consider clicking that subscribe button with notifications on, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.